Okay, it's recording. Hello everybody and welcome back. But it is rather large. It's obviously what she wants to say. Though modesty stops her. I'm a little envious, but it is her holiday. It is nice. It is a nice house to stay in, though. There's a beach near here too, which Akira's especially fond of. She's a swimmer. She is constantly dragging me there to have swimming competitions, which she wins every time. Almost like it is an unfair advantage. Lily doesn't strike me as very athletic at all, so not being adept at swimming seems logical enough. The fastest I've ever seen her move is her understandably relaxed pace during her walks to and from the suburbs down the hill from the school. It makes the image of her swimming hard to imagine. The beaches there must look nice. They'd be less crowded than the ones around here at least. Indeed, Akira says the area around here looks beautiful because it's so far outside the city. I only realize what I said after I say it, but it doesn't bother her at all. It's still easy to forget that she can't see when she is not around, despite the time we've been friends. That said, the local accent sometimes makes communication a bit hard. It's a constant reminder that this isn't home. While the fact that she doesn't consider her parents' residence to be her home makes good sense, it makes me realize that I can't really answer whether the same goes for me. Graduation from Yamaku is distant enough to be difficult to view objectively, and I've spent so much time in this small room, I've come to accept the dormitory as my new home, surprisingly quickly. I guess that will be hard to deal with. Is your knowledge of English holding up? Thankfully, I may be fluent, but being in a position where I have to use it often helps in curbing my Japanese accent, so it's been useful practice. I hear you're trying to teach yourself English. More like memorizing a few lines, and failing at even that much. I'm really not cut out for learning other language. My admission of defeat draws an amused giggle. I believe that there are things one chooses to do in life, and also things that are chosen for one to do in life. You can take comfort in the fact that you are better than me in science and math, at least. All that's helped in is making me Muto's star student. I wouldn't worry about it. They are useful skills for many jobs, right? That's what he tells me. His face veritably lit up when I said I'd probably go into a career involving either. We both share a warm laugh at the events that have befallen each other on opposite ends of the world. It's nice, and reminds me of our simple small talk that I've been missing since she left. As each of us waits for the other to begin speaking, I decide to push ahead with my feelings. I can feel my throat tightening slightly. I miss you. The silence on the other end of the phone tells me she's given the words their due weight. But as it goes on, I can't help feeling more and more apprehensive. Thankfully, the silence ends, almost as quickly as it had begun. I miss you too, Hisao. Goodbye. Goodbye, Lily. Once again, the phone is hung up, simply and without any further ado. That light, tentative, almost shy voice her warm and soft tone. I'd simply be lying to myself if I were to say that I don't recognize this feeling for what it is. With thoughts of Lily dancing on my mind, I start anticipating her return. Today has been a most excellent day. Katawa, Shoujo. I sit listening to another of Muto's long-winded lectures, my mind wandering far from the scribbles on the dirty blackboard. Let me check if I picked the right save. Okay, I did. This one is from later, but I did a mistake, so I have to... I sit listening to another of Muto's long-winded lectures, my mind wandering far from the scribbles on the dirty blackboard. Since I called Lily, my mind's been drawn in two directions. Both roughly led to the same conclusion. I've started to feel oddly detached from my past life. It's only been a month and a half since I arrived here. Yet this school become a second home. I've gained new friends and contacts, managed to get to grips with the school's lifestyle and culture, and become accustomed to the quirks of my classmates. To become used to a school where disabilities are the norm rather than the rare exception still catches me off guard sometimes when I think on it. The same school that's populated by born victims, amputees, the blind, the deaf, and all manners of disabilities in between. If someone had described this school to me before I'd come, I'd have shrugged it off as an overactive imagination. Even when I first arrived, I feel like the Dutch, coming to this strange new land for the first time. It's amazing how quickly one becomes used to the environment they are forced to live in. Really, and now I've even found someone that's got me entirely smitten. What a strange life. Before my mind can wander any further though, I find a page of lined paper slip under my distracted face. The garish, bright pink ink has no doubt been penned by Misha. Don't look so bored, Hichan. School's nearly over. 3-day holiday. Alright, we get Saturday and Monday off. Can't complain about having less school, I suppose. I uncap my pen and scribble on the page before covertly passing it back to her, flicking my eyes to the front of the class every now and then. Muto continues scrolling away arcane equations and formulas on the board. I'm guessing you have something planned. Misha takes the paper back and hunches over it comically, even for her, with her tongue poking through the side of her mouth. Did she misinterpret my expression as depressed? And is she trying to cheer me up? Student council work with Shi-chan, of course. You're not still brooding over that, surely. But Hi-chan could have helped us poor lonely girls. I'd lend you a hand for today if I weren't going to be busy. Oh, naughty Hi-chan. I'm just going to meet Lily with Hanako. I don't know what you've got going through your head. So, Lily's back? Yeah, she's coming on the evening flight with her sister. Oh, so she'll be back in school next week. As she takes the notepad and begins to write, I look up to see an unwelcome sight. While I frantically try to silently catch Misha's attention, Muto confidently strides through the gap between the desks from the front of the class, his intent gaze focused directly on her. She suddenly stops writing as his tall figure casts an impossibly long shadow over the page. I... He silently takes the piece of paper from her and begins to read. Sweating bullets, I quickly glance around the class, noting their complete silence. Of course, it will just have to be the one thing that actually gets their attention during the lesson. After a scant few seconds examining the page, he rolls the paper up into a small tube and lightly bobs Misha over the head with it. Half an hour until you can hop off to the student council. I think you can hold on until then. Misha's face cracks as the entire class erupts into laughter. He might well be awkward, but he knows how to handle her excellently. I'd probably feel sorry for her if I weren't as busy stifling my own laughter. Hisao, is that one it? No, I think that's some foreign airline. And so, the third aircraft they are not on comes into land. For the past half hour we've been wheeling away, the time with small snippets of pointless chatter. Lily and Akira's flight has been delayed, and at this rate it will possibly be dark before their plane arrives. Is that one it? No, the company colors are wrong. Is that one? Hanako's eyes flutter left and right, following the trickle of people in and out of the huge glass doors ahead of us. Fortunately, nobody pays her much heed, their attentions apparently directed toward greater things. Is that one? Maybe that one is it. No, I think that's... Hold on a minute. I think that one might be it after all. Is that one it? It takes still some more time before the billboard changes their flight's status to disembarking. A loud yawn sneaks up on me, not allowing enough time to stifle it. My sleep patterns have once again been all over the place, likely due to a mix of worrying about Hanako and the side effects of my medications. Hisao, over there! I look to Hanako, then follow her gaze to the airport door. Water. Oh, Lily, they're here! Really? We all call out to each other in greeting, quickly shuffling over to the side to avoid blocking the passage of others. Lily! Hanako jumps forwards to hug Lily, a wide smile on her face being all that's needed to see her happiness at Lily's return. Lily simply smiles in return, her voice soft. It's wonderful to meet you again, Hanako. As the two give each other a hug, well deserved after all that's happened while she was gone, I turn to Akira. Yo! You're pretty late. Yeah, there was a really bad storm over the airport. We got drenched just going from the car to the door. I guess you'll appreciate the weather here more, then. Welcome back you too, Lily. Hanako breaks off from Lily as I speak. For a long time, neither of us says a word. Contrary to what I thought her homecoming would be like, the atmosphere feels awkward, almost stifling. Both of us try to guess each other's feelings. not quite sure about what should be said. Damn. This is exactly what I feared when I thought of trying to move things forward between us. Lily runs her hand through her fair hair, and awkwardly twirls one of her bangs in her fingers, clearly trying to think of how best to react. Eventually, thankfully, Lily gives a small sigh and breaks the silence. Thank you, Hisao. It is nice to be back. Are you okay? You look tired. Evidently not recollecting herself all that well, she quickly waves her hand in front of her face to stave off any concern Hanako may have over her. I am okay, really. It is just a bit of jet lag. Weak? You don't have any? She simply gives a big grin, puffing out her modest chest. I feel absolutely fine. That's not fair. Ha ha! Ah well, just shouldn't take too long to get rid of it. Ah, that's right. Hisao. Yeah? Don't we have a holiday from school soon? I'd have forgotten if Misha hadn't reminded me this morning. We've got a 3-day weekend starting from tomorrow. Akira playfully bumps her elbow lightly into Lily's side, grinning. Told ya I wouldn't miss it. You have something planned? If neither you nor Hanako are busy, I've got no plans, so something to do will be appreciated. Hanako? No, nothing. That's good. I was thinking we could go to my family's summer house for a bit of quiet over the break. We've rarely used it recently, though, so we'd have to dust things off a little while we are there. Oh, where is it? Up north in Hokkaido. The place is practically deserted, so it should be a nice quiet break for you guys. You're not coming? Nah, got a little holiday of my own set up with my boyfriend. I lower my eyes at her, suspicious of her intentions. It sounds like we are just cleaning up the summer house for you. That's perhaps a valid conclusion. Both of us zero in on Akira, her face somewhat evasive. Looks like we were right. Not just a convenient bonus, really. Me and the guy left it in pretty good condition last we were there. I promise. Now then, I'm out of here. Already? Akira. She quickly turns and walks away, her hand held high. See you in a few days, guys. Whoop. Lily and I can only sigh at her hasty retreat. It does sound like it will be a nice place to go. Lily gives an enthusiastic nod, taking her carry bag in one hand and placing her other on Hanako's shoulder for guidance as we begin to make our way to the taxi area. After the fracas of the past few days, spending a weekend in the country alone with her and Hanako sounds like a dream. The more I think about it, the more sure I am this will be the right time and place to confess my feelings to her. Katawa, Shoujo. The morning chill wraps itself around my shivering body. I huff into my cupped hands to desperately try and stave off the cold as we as we mill about on the station platform. Lily's clothing looks rather ill-suited for the temperature around us. I can only hope it's indicative of what she expects the weather to be like at our destination. Do you have no other clothes? Damn it! Lily, why do we have to get here so early? Unfortunately, the train schedule is against us. The next train to Hokkaido is at 2 in the afternoon. Great, just great. I pause for a moment to wipe some sleep out of my eyes, and Lily promptly takes advantage of the opening. Cheer up, Hisao. Once we get there, it'll be much warmer. Why not just take the bullet train? A normal train is going to take hours to get us there, so we may as well take the Shinkansen line as far north as it goes, and just switch at the end. There's a certain charm to older trains. Wouldn't you agree? I'd agree if I weren't freezing in the morning cold because we decided to take one. I'm sorry, Hisao. Sorry that you are such a complaining need. Sorry, what for? That you are I was the one who suggested taking a normal train. Way to make me feel guilty. All I can do is sigh and cover my face with my hand. It's fine, I'm just grumbling. My, Hanako, you needn't shoulder all the blame yourself. Even without your suggestion, I'd still have opted for the same thing. Thankful for the quick interception from Lily, I take a quick gander around the station. Aside from us, the train platforms all but deserted. The morning dew settling on the empty benches. I guess no one else was masochistic enough to brave the very early morning. How cold could it possibly be? Though if someone was, they'd more than notice the huge bags both Lily and Hanako brought with them. Just what did you have to pack into those things anyways? The bags? She pauses a moment and tilts her head in thought. A change of clothing, raincoat, underwear, sleepwear, a number of books, underwear. I think that's most of it. You make it sound as if I'm unprepared. You brought less? Underwear and a pack of cards, that's it. Did you seriously not brought a change of clothes? And my pills, but never mind that. No pajamas? You sleep in the nude? Damn! I knew I forgot something. As I ruffle my hair in frustration, Lily sighs. There should be clothes you could use there. Akira still occasionally goes there, after all, and I think some of our parents' clothing is still in storage. I don't think there'll be any problem with you borrowing a set of pajamas, if needed be. Thanks, I still don't mind just sleeping in my normal clothing. Okay, I have slept on normal clothes, but I only do that if I'm way too tired after work. Like drop on bed, sleep immediately type of tired. For 2 days? Good point. Not really. Though 2 days will be borderline. It is more that looking even a little like a slob will be unacceptable while in the presence of 2 girls. As we leisurely talk on the station platform, an announcement sounds from the loudspeakers, loudly heralding Oright's arrival. Looking past Lily and Hanako, though, the train's still well out of sight. A quick check of my watch is enough to see that it is the one we'll be taking. The 5:30 train was ours, right? Correct. Either of you want me to take your bags? Mine's not exactly heavy. My, that's very gentlemanly of you, Hisao. Don't accept too reluctantly though. As I bent down to pick up Lily's large bag, I look up to see Hanako picking up hers. You fine with that? A silent nod is the only answer. I'm starting to get the feeling that by the trip's end, I'll be able to count every sentence she said on one hand. Cute. I wonder what cards are these. Anyways, 27 minutes seems alright. Okay, see you later, bye.